Hey y'all, welcome back to City Skylines. This is Cliffside Bay, the city of unlocks. Okay, so let's see what we can do in today's episode. So yeah, I think we're going to be concentrating on, or if you look over here, this is all this coloration here was kind of a yellowy green. There you go. That's predominantly farmland. You can see that from a zoom out. You can see that all this is farmland. Now I've got a little bit of ore over here, and apparently there's some oil, and I don't think I've got access to that, or will ever get access to that. That kind of thing. So I'm thinking definitely want to continue with the farming theme, which we got a little bit of here, a little bit of here, and a little bit there. What we're going to do, we're going to buy all this tile here. Purchase that for 14,600. There we go. So we got that. And that gives us access to, I think this is this little design here, this kind of a graying kind of green color. That is ore from what I remember. We're going to do a little bit of an ore industry. So what I like to do is I always put down a path. And what that is, that gives me a kind of a boundary to where the ore is. There we go. So it's kind of an indicator for me to try not to build over that little area here. There you go. And then I can fill that in and create a zone, paint a district. There we go. So we're going to call that garland ore. Now I know what that is. There we go. So that's kind of cool. So we could put a little bit of designer industry down there. A little bit of designer industry there. But here we're going to go for some wall-to-wall kind of industries. It's going to be a kind of generic industrial zone as we got here. So yeah, that's going to put extra pressure on the traffic. So I think we might have to come away with like another interchange design just for this little area here. So can we do another interchange? So let me have a go at shaping the land a bit. Okay, so let's see if we can put in a bit of an exchange. Now I'm thinking maybe we'll just go for a normal generic kind of city-based one. So this is the level of the ground. That's flat. Okay. So I'm thinking we delete a bunch of deleting. So let's see how we're going to do this. Yeah, let's put the biggest road I can find, which is not a highway road, on one of these roads here. So we've got this so far initially, so I might do a little bit of changing with these. I'm kind of coming up with an idea. Maybe I can put a kind of a rail track between all them somehow. So do I have to put down the station first? Maybe that's what I got to do. Drop down a station. There we go. That opens that up. So let's put a track in. Now I'm thinking, is there a way of me putting a track in the middle of these? There we go. I like that as kind of an interesting design, isn't it? Okay, so we're left with that. I'm not too sure if I can get this to clear. If not, I'll just increase the spaces here. So let me have a look on here. So it's normally 1, 2, 3, isn't it? Okay, so it's not clearing that, I believe. So yeah, okay, now I know what to do. Okay, perfect. Like that. There we go. So that works for me. I'm kind of happy with that. Now we're going to put in the train line. Kind of fits in there. Okay, that's perfect. Let's do a little measurement from here to here is 200. So it's 200 pop. 200 there. There we go. So we're going to put in the next road that way. There. And hopefully we can get all this connecting in. Perfect. There we go. Happy with that. So let's convert that. We've got that in place. So let's kind of bring all this into here somehow. So let's see what we can do with this. There you go. And what you can see me doing here is I'm trying to maintain that kind of 200 distance by. If I put a couple of roads here, it helps me kind of keep all this kind of uniform, that kind of thing. So that's my reason behind that. So now let's go back onto this highway road here, and then we're just gonna kind of join these on freeform, take off all the snapping points, and as long as I get them kind of joining on there, it should work a treat. There you go. It's a little bit wider there, but I'm okay with that. So there you go. So that's one way of kind of maintaining the kind of equal distance between there and there. Looks a little bit janky, that's because it's on a lumpy, bumpy hill. So there you go. All right, I could make that even more precise if I want to, but I'm kind of okay with that. So we're going to do the same here. There we go. That's kind of cool. A little bit of tweaking here and there, but it's kind of maintains that shape. So that's kind of, yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? There we go. So that's our way of doing that. Okay, so we've got this. Now let me see if I can come up with some kind of up the top of my head kind of messy design. Yeah, let's see if we can come up with something. So I'm thinking, let's put in a road. Let's go for a normal road. This is gonna look absolutely crazy. Now, where can I put this road? Maybe here, like that. And we're gonna do a similar one, kind of about there. I think we're gonna put a road there, like that. So it looks a little bit crazy. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna raise up the land here. So let's do that right now. So there we go. It looks like that. It's kind of interesting. Got to work with what you got. So yeah, we're going to go with that. So I'm happy with that. So we got this in and out road here. So we're going to kind of join them up. We're going to go with a 2-lane one-way. This one here will be fine. Where can we join this up? Maybe there? Now let's do a little bit of reform it. So there we go. So it's a little bit of a messy, crazy design, but I'm okay with that because I want it to be a very complex and very busy looking kind of Krazy Interchange, that kind of thing. So we're going to do the same thing over here. There we go. So we got that right now. Looks like that. It's a little crazy. This little cross section here gives them the chance to get onto the highway here. There you go. So it's kind of interesting. So what we got to do, we got to try and come up with a way of replicating that, but over here. So can we do that? Let's try. So I'm do a little bit of deleting here. And then we're going to do a little bit of, let me see. Yeah, I think we're going to go for a little bit of flat terrain. So what is that? That would be kind of, yeah, that's kind of, ooh, okay. So I'm thinking maybe a little bit higher, so maybe here. Right, there you go. I've cleared a whole bunch of trees. Now let's kind of come up with maybe, I don't know, maybe a kind of an elaborate traffic circle. So we got 6 lanes, which is overkill. So Yeah, this is going to be kind of interesting. So I'm not too sure how we're going to do this. I'm thinking maybe we go for 3-lane one way. That might be the best idea. So the center would be kind of here where this rail track is. Carries on along here, so that's okay. We got that. So let's see if we can come up with a traffic circle. So this is going to be a kind of an interesting one. I'm thinking we go maybe 480 would be okay. Let's go 480 each way. Then let's go 560. Let's flatten this out a bit more. There you go. That gives us enough runoff room. Okay, so let's go 160 and 160. Like that. Gonna delete this. Delete that. Like that. Now let's see if we can do a little bit of twisting and a turning. So that kind of hooks in there. You can see the guidelines where they naturally want to hook in. Like that. Okay, so that's interesting. So what we want to do is we want to kind of, let's carry on with these 3-lane roads. I think might be the best idea. I'm thinking we come off maybe here. Hook that in there. We're going to do the same here. So we follow the guideline there. Like that. So that's okay. And then we can carry that on into there like that. And this one we can carry on there like that. Just for now, just to see what it looks like. And then we're going to kind of cut that off there. And then we're going to kind of join that into here, that kind of thing. All right, so we're going to flip this one over to this street here, like that, like we did before with this one. And then we're going to kind of join these in somehow. Let's work this out. It's going to be crazy. Oops, let's put that on there, take away the snap points. Make sure we don't delete it. So let's see if we can replicate that. So it naturally wants to fit in there, okay? So I am good with that. There we go, and then we can go freeform, and then we can carry on this ramp here and kind of meet up in a similar place there. But let's make sure we got a node. So do a little bit deleting, carry this road here like that. There we go. And then we can hook this highway back in with the correct node. Like that. Delete that. Hook that in like that. There we go. Happy with that. Do a little bit of changing around. That's perfect. And we've created this node here. A bit more changing around. There we go. Perfect. And then we can hook this in. There you go. It looks a little bit like that. It's a bit kind of strange and kind of ugly and not exactly correct with the lane mathematics. So the only reason why I've got these roads as 6 lanes is because that's the only option I've got. So I want these roads to be kind of big, that kind of thing. I don't have any one-way streets in this section here, or I would do that. Which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, we're going to stick with this kind of janky, ugly-looking kind of design. So yeah, I'm going to replicate this on the other side. I'll see you at the end of all this. So there you go. That's my absolutely crazy design. It looks a little bit crazy and messy, but this is what I wanted. I wanted to look absolutely crazy and messy. I'm not looking to make the most beautiful, correct designs. I'm just having a little fun and experimenting. There you go. With mods, I bet you I can make this absolutely beautiful, but I'm kind of happy with that. Let's go onto here. Now let's Now let's delete this road here. Start that again. Now I want to go kind of underground, so we're going to go page down. About there is fine. And then we're going to go maybe a little bit straighter. Going to continue that to about there. And then we're going to freeform that. And then we're going to bring that above ground. Just about there. There we go. That's kind of cool. Going to move this rail track. We're going to bring this all the way over here. Just for now. And then we're going to try and hook this in. There we go. I am happy with that. So we can carry that train track all the way along there. That kind of thing. Put a little bit of an oil industry in here. Maybe we can have a cargo terminal here. Maybe we can have another cargo terminal down here. Turn this into a proper industrial zone. So let's see what we do here. So let's get on. So I want to do something a little crazy. So let's stick with this road here, which was this one. It's this one here, isn't it? Okay, so we're gonna go straight. So this is the biggest traffic circle you've ever seen in your life. There we go. That's kind of cool. And will I do that? I think I might do that. Let's see if I can get these going the right way around. There you go. Perfect. Leave that one there. And that. There we go. So we got this. So can I change this into, I don't know, make this more rounder? Is that the word? Let's round off these corners. Let me put it that way. There you go. So a quick way of how to round things up. There you go. Bit of a tight turn, but I'm okay with that. That's what I want. Now I'm going to see if I can come up with a plan. Now my plan is I'm going to do a kind of a boundary line. The footprint of the whole cargo train station, I guess. So maybe that on straight just for now. Yeah, about there would be fine. I'm not too sure actually. We could go kind of here. Okay, that's that. That's kind of interesting. Delete that, don't need that. So what does that look like? A little bit lumpy and bumpy, but I don't mind that. This is just a kind of a boundary marking kind of road. This is not actually going to be a road. It's going to be something else, and I'll tell you what that is later on. So I'm thinking, let's see, where can I put this? Maybe, kind of like it be there, I think. Maybe one over. Move that back over here like that. There we go. So yeah, this is going to be my layout. So you can see I'm doing it on the fly, but you can still come up with something kind of crazy and kind of inventive, I guess. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to drop the land down. So I'm not too sure how far down I want to go. This is going to be a bit of an experiment. There we go. So we got that design there. So what I want to do now is I want to put these roads back in. Okay, so let's move this cargo train station about, I think I want it there. That looks about okay to me. Yep, that'll work. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's put in that other road. I want to put that straight in there like that, and the one straight in there like that. Now we're going to change this up a little later on. But for now, I'm okay with that. So that's kind of cool. Delete this road here. Let's see if this is wide enough. Now I'm looking at this and I can see this is not wide enough. So we're going to make this a little wider. So do a little bit more deleting. Okay, I'm happy with that. So that's kind of cool. So next thing is we're going to flood all this. So it's going to be kind of crazy. So my trick is, as per usual, is we put in some water pumps. Some water drainage pipes. There we go. We got that. So all we got to do now is press play and go to our key walls, which are these ones here, I believe. Now, shall I put one with trees? I'm not too sure because I've never really used them, so I'm just going to go with the standard ones. I want to see if I can fit these in kind of here. Okay, let's press play and watch the water come in. And there we go, and now we got a key wall on the inside. Then we can probably do the same here. That, and then hopefully we can bring it across here like that. There we go. So that's how you put in key walls. For those who've never watched how to do that, that's how you put key walls without mods in land. There you go. All you need is a little bit of water, that kind of thing. So let's delete this. There we go. We don't need that anymore. We got the key walls we need. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. Now all we need to do is get rid of the water, and that's where we put in the pumps. As you can see, they will fit in kind of easy, like that. And what you got to do is make sure you don't connect them to the mains, and they should be okay, I hope. There you go. You see, they're sucking up the water, but they're not giving the water to anybody else. It's just disappearing. There you go. So you got your sunken kind of cargo train station. There we go. A rail yard, that kind of thing. So that's kind of cool. So what we're going to do with this train track here is we are going to kind of make a tunnel, I guess, or put it on the ground, that kind of thing. So let's do that right now. Put that on straight for now, and let's just go down one square like that. I think that is okay, and then we're going to put that on freeform, and then we're going to kind of try and get it to hook up to that line there. That's the whole idea behind all of this. There we go. So that's kind of cool. And then we can carry this train line on later on and bring that above ground, and we can have a normal station down there, that kind of thing. So that's my thinking behind that. So we got that hooked into that, so the main line, I hope. Yes, we do. There we go. That's kind of cool. And then what we want to do is put another little kind of maybe a cargo train station kind of here. So let's do that right now. All we need to do now is put in a 2-lane one-way. I think is the best idea. Get rid of my boundary path. It's a shame I'm deleting that. I kind of want to keep that. That's going to go fit in just about there. That would be the center, okay? There we go. That is the center. We're not going to have this as a rail yard. We're just going to have the single end track there. I might put one more. I think I will put one track. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. There we go. So I'm happy with that. That's best as can be done without any mods. And I don't really want to take too much time on it because this is only a video for you guys. So this is my ore industry rail yard. The ore industry you can see has been marked out by this path here. So all this is going to be ore. This is a crazy kind of interesting, weird interchange, which I kind of wanted like that. This is the sunken rail yard for the industry, which is going to be around here. We're going to do maybe a couple of tweaks for the roads and shaping of the land, that kind of thing. But I'm kind of happy with that. Maybe I can do... let's have a look, see what we got. So we'll still delete that. Don't need that anymore. So can I smooth this out? That's my question. Let's put that on medium strength and medium. There we go. I am happy with that. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to restructure all this, and hopefully we can have this as a kind of a raised kind of highway, that kind of thing, and then we can fill all this with industry, that kind of thing. And as you can see, I've used a whole bunch of money. So let's get this running and see what happens. We got all this connected here. That's fine. Let's delete this. It seems to be running. Okay, let's connect this train line in. Now I've made a bit of money. And if I do that, you should hopefully start getting cargo trains coming in here and here, I believe. So let's try that out. There we go. I'm kind of happy with that. That's kind of cool. That's kind of neato. I like that. That's really cool. So yeah, let's do a bit more smoothing out here. That's okay. That seems to be working. Let's work out on here. Let's go small. Like that. That's kind of cool. I like that. Make that a bit more natural looking. So hopefully we can put a bit of foliage and rocks, that kind of thing there to make that look kind of natural, but it looks like that. So we got a little bit of a train tunnel there, so that's kind of cool. I like that. So yeah, happy with that. Got to give it water, but as you can instantly see, we got the cargo train. We got the cargo instantly appearing here, and we're going to be probably getting similar things over here later on. So let's make sure we got all the water pipes connected. Okay, let's give them maybe a little bit of temporary power. So we got to be making a little bit of money. We want 6,000. Okay, made enough money. Let's put in a temporary wind turbine. We're going to put one right up here, maybe one up here just for now. We can connect that in. Okay, that should be working fine. And then we're going to just run a line up here. This is all temporary, of course. There we go. I might leave these permanently up here. I'm not too sure. Okay, so that looks perfect. I'm kind of happy with that. So let's have a look at our lines. So we can get into the cargo station from this way, but we can't get in from this way. So let's do one little connection here, I think is the best thing to do. So let's try that out. So this one here, let's go above ground this time. See if we can connect that in somehow. Yeah, that's kind of okay. So I'm kind of happy that it's kind of lumpy, bumpy, natural terrain, which we can work on and decorate and make it look absolutely perfect. But I am absolutely happy with that. And you can see just a little bit of smoothing. And it looks okay. So there we go. Now we got a rail track that can connect into this cargo station here, which is the train station, I guess. So there you go. This is the connection, and you got to try and leave enough space for a train to get in and turn around, that kind of thing. So that's why that is like that. It should be a lot wider than that, but we stick with that. I don't think we're going to get super busy. Now I'm not going to connect a track here because they only need goods coming from maybe this station here or coming from out of town here, as you can see here, which they got that option, or coming from out of town here. As you can see, they got that option. So there you go. It was kind of, it's busy, it's crazy, it's a very crazy inventive build, but that's kind of what I'm good at, really. So there we go. So let's see if we got any cargo trains willing to use this. Here we go. I can see a train pulling in. This is kind of cool. There it is. Let me pause the game. Is that on the slowest speed? It is. Okay, still looks absolutely super fast. So let's watch that in action, I guess. There you go. They're loading or unloading, that kind of thing. And all these trucks magically appear from nowhere. And they're going to be using this little kind of a connection, interchange, that kind of thing. There we go. It's pretty successful. It's not completely super busy until I get all this industry built in. Got nothing coming in here, but that'll come within time. So where are they all going? Let's check their destinations. They're all coming along here, going across here, along here. And where are you delivering to? Home Improvement Center. Okay, which is just there. There we go. So that's kind of cool. You got a tractor. Surely you got to be going to a farm. You are going... Yeah, you're going to a farm. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So yeah, let's follow this tractor and see what happens. There you go. That wasn't too bad a journey. Kind of happy with that. That's kind of cool. This looks super busy when you slow this ride down, but it's okay. I'm okay with that because I want it to look like a real city. Real cities look like that. Haven't seen a cargo train here yet, but they will appear when I start getting the industry filled here. But I'm absolutely happy with that. I'm going to do a little bit more smoothing of the terrain. Let's have a look. That's okay. I like that. There we go. That is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Happy with that. Really happy with that. So while that's building up some money, let's flatten all this out to this level here, which is what I wanted at. There we go. So let's do a little bit of a changing of this. There we go. So let's put all this industry in. Then we can start working towards 10,000 squares of industry. There we go, which is the original reason why I've started all this kind of planning out, that kind of thing. So yeah, we can start on filling that in. Let's go to Marquee, my favorite selection. There we go. Hopefully this bus stop will kick back in. There it is. That one's working, and this one should be working soon. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. We're moving back in to fulfill that, so let's watch that, see what happens. Look at that, absolutely crazy. Well, let's come out of here. Let me slow that down before I panic too much. Come back into this. There we go. So there we go. That is absolutely beautiful. That's filled in. Absolutely beautiful. Although, is it really beautiful? smelly, stinky industry. I don't know. I think there's beauty in there somewhere. There we go. So let's see. Did we get anywhere? Oh, so there we go. We're just under 4,000 and taking or counting. Was that Statue of Industry. So there we go. Maybe I could put the Statue of Industry in the middle of there. That's a thing we could do. There we go. So I think I'm absolutely happy with that. That's kind of a cool, crazy kind of cargo episode. Krazy Cargo, I guess we could call this episode. Do like that. Just gotta wait for the cargo to be booking in there. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. So yeah, I think we might call that the end of this episode. And what I might do is I might do a little bit of beautification, that kind of thing. Do a little bit of detailing, and we'll call that the end of the episode. We still got a high demand for industry. Well, that's interesting. I'll tell you what, before we do that, let's put in a couple of things. First of all, let's get rid of that. Don't need that. Let's put in a couple of things to encourage people to move in down here or to work down here, that kind of thing. Let's put in maybe a fire department. I'll put a big one in. Does that fit in? Looks kind of okay. Looks kind of okay. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then maybe we could put in a couple of offices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Just to give it a little bit of authenticity. Is that a word? Well, it is now. And now let's maybe put in a police department. That looks okay. Kind of works. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So, oh, look, offices are moving in and this is going to be used. So I'm kind of happy with that. So is this a one-way system? I can't remember. Oh, it should be. Let's convert that to a one-way system. And what else was I going to do? I was going to do something else. Oh, yeah, I remember now. So we're not quite done yet. Flatten that out like that, and we're going to flatten that out like that. I'm going to delete that like that. Like that. There we go. So what I want to do is I want to do a bit of changing with these streets here. So I'm just going to go just here. And delete that, and that. And all we want to do is do a little bit of twisting and turning. So what kind of roads do I want? We want these to be one-way roads. Put that on reform. Like that, and like that. There we go. Perfect. And then all we need to do is convert these. There you go. That's a lot better. Let's see if I can flatten this out again. Yep, that works for me. So I'm happy with that. And let's do max strength, max area, movification. Like that. And now I'm intending to put a road going across here and expanding up this kind of area here. Maybe having something on a hill, that kind of thing. So that's my thinking behind that. Ghost, we got that kind of weird, wacky design. This is going to be kind of farm land. This is going to be an oil industry. This is probably going to be generic industry, huge kind of industrial kind of vibe going on here. We got these two cargo trains. We're going to have a proper train station here. We're going to have a mountain road, and we're going to have the Statue of Industry placed in here. Maybe we'll have a couple of hillside or mountainside buildings, maybe the observatory, that kind of thing. That's when we turn this into a real city. So I'm kind of happy with that. That looks pretty cool. See if anything pops in now. Here we go. We've got an office building here, so that's kind of cool. speed that along. There you go. We got a cargo train here, so that's kind of cool. I'm really happy with that. Well, let's watch that. And there we go. That's going off. So that's kind of cool. It just kind of appeared. It didn't arrive. It just appeared when all these trucks loaded up. It's kind of strange how that happens, but we all use a little bit of imagination. But yeah, I'm happy with that. That is really cool. Well, that's kind of cool. So let's add a couple of little things in here. Let's put a road in. The trees, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, no, let's go for this one. This will be fine. Put that just about there would be fine. And then we're going to can I get that kind of, how close can I get that? Let's take away road length. About there seems to work fine. Yeah, I am okay with that. Now let's put in a couple of stores, little tiny stores. I think might work, a treat. There you go. Gives people more purpose for coming down here. So I'm kind of cool with that, and these are the offices for probably the people that work at the rail yard, that kind of thing. So yeah, this is going to be full of industry and offices. So I think we are just about done. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Let me slow that right down. We've not unlocked anything yet, but we've got the gears in motion to do unlocks, like the 10,000 squares of industrial zone, which we'll be concentrating on probably next week, I guess. So there we go. I think we called that the end of the episode. But what I'll do is I'll leave you with another time lapse. Me doing a little bit of beautification around here and around here, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm absolutely happy with that. So yeah, I'll meet you at the end of all this detailing. Right, so there you go, everybody. I think we are just about done. So let me give you an overview of what we got done today. So today was really about planning for the future of, turning this into a huge kind of industrial kind of center, business center. This is going to be farmland. This is going to be like a small ore industry. We've created a couple of cargo train terminals. We've got one there. Now, this one here is the ore industry, and this one is just to feed the industrial center here. So there you go. And now I've made this one sunken, so it was a bit of kind of my normal standard design work, which I did in my very first city, which I have not really been doing that in this, because this is a city of unlocks, which is kind of interesting. So I put a little bit of office work and a couple of commercial buildings here, just to give it a bit of interest. This is yet to be detailed, but here we go. So this is the cargo kind of train terminal. Looks like that. Got a tunnel here, which goes all the way under here, and it comes out here. Here we go. And then it goes into another tunnel here, and it will pop out just here. There you go. And it'll pop out just here. There we go. So yeah, we come up with this kind of crazy kind of interchange, and I'm okay with that. I want this to be kind of a busy one. If it gets absolutely too busy when I've got all this industry popping in, I've got future plans. So yeah, I've given myself enough wiggle room to change this around, but I want it like this for now. It's a bit of a crazy design, but I'm okay with that. Obviously, we got to detail this, but this is it for now until I change it around. There you go. That's kind of cool. There you go. Now, I like my cities to look like they're lived in and like they're proper cities, which is why I like these streets being kind of busy. I don't like them empty. The road looks like that, then it looks fake. It doesn't look real, does it? So there you go. So yeah, I created this kind of weird kind of traffic circle. We're using this huge road. I use this huge road here because we don't have these roads here as a one-way system. We've only got a one-way system with these 6-lane roads. It's a bit of a shame. What else did we do? Yeah, obviously I've got the train track is going to carry on down here, another maybe tunnel. Then we're going to have a proper train station down here somewhere. We're going to maybe move these creators library up the top here, which is why I've done this slope for future mountain trail, I guess. So that's kind of cool. Obviously I'm going to expand on this, fill this with industry, that kind of thing. And what else did we do? And we also, like I said, we created this cargo terminal here for the ore industry. This is going to be a miniature ore industry. This is my boundary. Using this path here, shows you where all the ore is. There you go. And then I spent the last few hours detailing. Now, this is a kind of a country little kind of road here, which is pretty cool. I like this kind of old-fashioned, I don't know, rustic kind of bridge. It looks pretty cool. I like that. I really love it when the map makers leave a couple of things here like these logs here. So whenever I see things like that, I try and preserve them. Here we had like this huge blank empty canvas, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I kind of turned it into a bit of a kind of place to visit and do a little bit of shopping. And it's got places for people to work around here, to go to get something to eat and that kind of thing. So that's my idea behind that. There we go. Do a little bit of slow scrolling. And like I said, I've made use of what the map makers have laid down here. So that's pretty cool. So I've turned this into a kind of a, I don't know, log storage yard, that kind of thing. And as you can see here, I've done my usual trick of putting props together. This is I find it. Where is it? Oh, this is it. Here it goes. Food stall number 2. And you can kind of turn these into new buildings by merging them in together like that. There you go. So it looks like a kind of a shed. So like I said, you can create something beautiful with hardly anything, as long as you got your imagination. But yeah, I'm kind of pleased with that build. So I hope you enjoyed that with everybody. So in the meantime, sincerely, look after each other. Have a really nice day. And I will see y'all